Welcome everyone to the Inspectres Season 2, yay! Right here on twitch.tv/gildinglight. Oh, wow. Been a time. Glad to see everyone again. Or, see everyone again. Much as we can. And, some announcements. Below me, you will notice art, yay! By the fabulous Diana. Check her out. There should be a link to her in chat. Fantastic. She just did some work for Critical Role Dark Horse comic. So yay. Go check her out. Congratulate her. And we thank her for not only that art, but all the overlays and everything else you see this season. That's me, yes. Darth_Storm in chat. So go follow her. What are you doing? I mean, seriously. Okay, so, also, thank you once again to Cernscape for providing all the sound you hear this season. And to D&D Beyond, we are giving away a copy of Candlekeep Mysteries, so watch for the Watch for the giveaway to start in chat. Those are the words I need. It's been a couple weeks. Give me a minute. And we'll go around and introduce our players once again, starting with Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. I am playing Sarissa Shiog, the Changeling Sorceress.
And Lori.
Hey everybody, my name is Lori, aka Calamity Jane, and I am playing Molly O'Shaughnessy, the Human Inquisitive Rogue.
Adam.
Hi everyone, I'm Adam. I'm playing Rox Boulder. He's a dwarf, wizard, and cleric.
And Vera.
Hello, I'm Vera, and I play Kane Ekaros, the Drow Paladin.
Excellent. All right. Now the question, does anyone want to recap from a couple of weeks ago? No?
I
mean, we can.
Go for it.
All right. Well, last we left our heroes, we had made a new friend, a new of the Phoenix. Is he a paladin? Arcturus Winterleaf. And we'd all met up and we were at the house and we were just relaxing and trying to figure out what we were going to do when we found ourselves under attack by a bunch of were-rats with explosives who were trying to take us down, send us a warning. And we didn't take very kindly to that, so we decided we would meet the threat at its front door and went to the Crockett Knuckles, went to the headquarters of the new were-rat in town to try and face him down. Scraps. Yes. So we got in a scrap with Scraps and infiltrated his hideout and promptly took him down. So Scraps will no longer be a problem and have somehow inherited a minor criminal organization in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
All right. Did anyone want to add to that before I keep going?
And apparently there's an army at the gates of Waterdeep.
Details.
Details.
That we don't know about.
So, one more thing. We're now doing a bits thing. So, it might appear in chat, but also below me, it will eventually rotate through the bits menu. At any time you donate for the bits, please tell us what character it's for, or if it's for me, because you can give me disadvantage or advantage too. Yeah, and there it is now. So, do the thing, and please mess with the game. All donations for bits go to these lovely peoples and Gilding Light. So please bring it out, and thank you for that raid. All right,
Hey!
party, yay! Welcome in, raiders. All right, let's get going. So, when we last left off, there was a headless body tied up in front of you of scraps that you had caused. It would be great if this was the moment Rox came in to the upper floor and just you're all surrounded and.
I think he peeked in earlier and then decided to stay out of it and whistle on the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, so Rox is still outside and not joining you.
But I think when he died, a flock of paper birds kind of like flew out, escaped somewhere.
Yes.
We don't know where they are or where they're going. So.
Oh yes, Rox saw being outside saw a flock of paper birds up overhead.
Yeah.
And they didn't come from this building.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe he'll peek his head back in. Hey, guys, there was a lot of paper birds that just flew overhead. I don't know if the word's out on us already, but I don't know.
Oh.
Paper birds?
Yeah, like the messenger birds.
What is it with us and running into very strange birds? First it's the skeleton birds, and now it's the paper birds.
Like birds?
That's fair.
And while you discuss paper birds, there are footsteps coming from below, as there was a whole building of people dealing with an explosion. Now they've heard commotion upstairs, and some of them are coming up the steps.
Uh-oh.
And you see a gruff-looking human come up, and they look, assess the situation, see their former boss now tied to a chair, headless.
Hmm.
Is like, so who's the boss? I don't see Tony
She is.
Danza here, so
And I point to Molly.
Yeah, with my hood still up and eyes kind of shaded and dark. Like, that would be me. You can.
right. So there was some commotion downstairs. You probably know why. You want us to take care of this?
Yes, I'd like you to deliver.
I mean, we got the barrels of ABD downstairs still, so
ABD, right?
sorry, BDA. I get that mixed up.
Well, we will discuss the warehouse contents later. If you would take his head and this sheet, and I'll take one of the like minor incriminating like pieces of the ledger and kind of like tack it to scraps and leave it where the guard will find it. That would be great, and then we can return here and discuss the transition in your leadership.
All right. So you don't want anything in the BDA right now?
You could show us what the BDA.
It's body dissolving acid. We have specially treated barrels.
Oh.
Good
Well,
to know. Of course I need that.
Yeah, keeping you up to speed.
Mm.
Hmm.
You could get rid of the rest of this, and I'll kind of tow the chair and the body. We don't need all of it.
I have a quick question though before you do that.
Yeah.
Can that body dissolving acid be used to coat weapons, do you think? Do you know?
Not so much. No. I mean, you can. It'll just kind of drip everywhere. It might last for a bit. You can try it. No, I don't know. We just mainly keep it in the barrels in the back. You know,
A
specially
problem to
treated so
con-
the acid doesn't dissolve through the barrels.
Fair. A problem to be considered later. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, my patience. Great. All right. Thank you. And then he shouts out, everyone, ignore that. We got it. We have a boss. Just don't worry about it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Good man. Where we're at.
He takes the body down,
Mm.
get a couple other people help him.
Mm-hmm. Kind of follow along. Just read sort of I know the room's gonna be a little tense, but I'm kind of watching just to make sure that everybody is staying as cool as possible.
People are dirty and dusty from the explosion that you set off on the bottom floor here, and they're cleaning up the mess, but they just seem to be going about their business as usual.
Good. Yeah.
And yeah, this guy and the other people helping him take the body, they go to a sort of a back room.
Yeah. Just sort of in a loud voice, so it kind of carries across the warehouse. Be like, we want you to know in this transition time that you all are welcome to continue working here with us, but there will be changes in the way business is run. We have to be smarter and better. And if you follow the new rules that will be upcoming, you may stay. If not, other measures will be considered. And I'll just sort of kind of look towards the back room.
You get various, okay, boss, got it, boss. Okay, boss, great, boss. Fine, boss.
Okay,
I love how dark we've become. I love it.
just for a minute for the new staff. Yeah. Oh boy. That solves that problem.
And that's taken care of. And as you're getting up there, Rox, you would see this first before someone would report it. A carriage is pulling up with a guy driving it that you're very familiar with. He's standing on top of it, wearing a scarf around his face,
Mm,
and you see him outside, and he's going fast, and he's pulling up, and there's a sudden alarm in the building, and an announcement for everyone to scatter. And so people are starting to leave and go through hidey holes and everything.
Do we hear the alarm inside?
Yeah, they're shouting to each other.
Oh.
So there's like an advanced scout almost that whistled, and you heard the whistle, and then they started all communicating with each other to make a run for it.
Rox will poke his head back in and say, hey, gang, I think our ride is here.
And stepping out of the carriage is a person that's sort of head of the constabulary here in Waterdeep that you know as, and the head of the order you work for, the Royal Order of Mages and Protectors, Barnabas Blastwind. And he steps out, and he looks around, and then coming behind him out of the carriage, very uncomfortably, his horns getting kind of stuck, is a large 7-foot-tall minotaur named Benny.
Benny.
And so he's coming out and walking, and but everyone knows Barnabas, and they don't want to be here when he comes in, so they're running.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Just put everything that shouldn't be seen out of sight, and we will go take care of this. And I'll sort of head for the door to, to cut them off at the pass so they don't come too far in the building.
I'll go like right behind Molly so I can kind of loom.
So Barnabas steps up to the door and is about to knock, and at that moment you open it. He's like, "Oh, inspectors, you're here! Haha, wonderful. We heard a large explosion, and well, someone had to come running, and that happened to be me in the area.
We are very
So-
glad to see you.
Oh, good." And he adjusts his little round spectacles and smiles at you in his oddly calming smile, and kind of has two hands on his cane like this, and just so this explosion, care to report?
Oh, yes. It was a distraction technique for our infiltration to this building. There was a threat to the city that we have since eliminated. You are welcome.
Oh, good. We will have to fully investigate as normal.
Hmm.
But yeah, thank you. So we also kind of need you, and it's fortuitous that we're all together. There is a army outside of Waterdeep, just standing there.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
An army just appeared outside of Waterdeep.
Well,
Have you tried throwing a rock at them?
No, they aren't doing anything currently.
Well,
They are just
I'm just wondering if it's like a
standing
real
there.
army or if someone's trying to scare us with like a mass hallucination.
Or,
Oh,
a spell.
seems real enough.
I don't like that.
So,
we should go then, right now,
well,
and not be here.
not be here. Fine. I'm here with options.
Oh.
We need to know who these people are. We figured we could send you.
Oh, good.
So, you can either, if you look, this is going to be up to you.
Mhm.
If you want to go and fight in whatever battle may come, you're welcome to. Or we think we can sneak you out of the city, and you'll might have to go around, but maybe you can get into their number and figure out what they're doing. Or, yes, there's more.
Hmm.
There is a lead for the. I think there was some orb things you were looking into.
Yes.
Yes. Well, if you go to the. There might be something in the spine of the world that would require a journey north. And you'd have to leave by boat. Because we don't think we can get you all the way north without the army seeing you. However, them not having any presence at sea is worrisome. Just because we don't see a boat or anything else doesn't mean there's nothing there. So the options are yours. We just thought we'd give them to you as being capable and maybe seen as still a little expendable here and there. But you know, so you decide. And we need to get going. We figure we have about an hour. So if you need to pack anything, tell anyone, go back home, get anything. We can also send Benny here with you.
On the trip?
Yeah, well, as far as you need him, I suppose. But yeah, he's agreed.
Okay. So make our decision and meet you near the gates in less than an hour?
Oh,
Or
take
make
you
our
like
decision
10
now?
minutes, make your decision now, and then that's where we'll plan to meet.
I think we should go chase after the rumor of the lead on the orbs. We're not soldiers. Not that I can't take on an entire army. I'm not that good. I'm pretty good. I'm not that good.
But the army is here now, and the spine of the world is quite far from here. How many days by boat?
Well, it'll take you probably good 5-6 days on the boat, and then that's just getting back to the area on shore. We think you can. We don't know the reach of this army, but we think that would be a safe bet to get you back onto shore, and then you proceeding from there
To the spine of the world.
to the
No.
spine of the world in the cold north.
Wonder. Kane,
Mm,
could your god help us with this?
like with the travel?
Yes.
That is a really good question, actually, but it would require meditation, and we have to make this decision in the next 10 minutes.
Has anyone tried talking to the army outside of the gate? Seeing what they want, perhaps?
I generally don't think that when there's an army outside your gates, they're here just to talk.
Well, perhaps not, but maybe there's some sort of compromise.
And as you say that, on a sort of a floating platform, you see a woman with long, flowing silver hair float over you, float on by, just off a bit in the distance, and you know this as the open lord of Waterdeep, Laurel Silverhand, headed towards the gate to talk to the army.
Oh.
You would assume.
I feel like we should chase
I think
the
that's being
orbs.
handled.
I think Waterdeep has to handle itself in its own way. And I don't think us being here is going to much sway an army's attack one way or another. We could get into behind their lines and see what they're doing, but the orbs are a problem that we now have two gods interested in the why and how of. And they've been affecting Waterdeep too. I think we need to chase that.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. But can we smuggle something up there. I mean, we just got a new business venture. I would like to at least do a little bit of that. See,
If Waterdeep is raised, there's no business to be had here.
That's true. What if we have our new business venture attempt to use their talents to smuggle in things to help Waterdeep while we're away?
That's very smart.
Sometimes I have good ideas. Only sometimes, but it happens.
yeah, I mean, if these were rats are tunneling, we've got a couple bombs. Can they place them under the army?
We could ask them to start doing that since we know they were prepping to cause mischief here. Let's do that. We will need gear for the journey. Get the were-rats into a new mode. And yes, manage what we can.
Rux will grab his necklace of fireball. He's like, I've got this to give them as well. So I guess they just signed up to be resistance fighters.
I might leave that with someone else.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd leave that with them, but yeah, resistance fighters, because if we don't have Waterdeep, there is no business.
Plus all the people that we love, they're great too.
I meant for to
I know.
Convince
the
troops. I don't know how I don't know how sense of humors work half the time. I really don't.
Me either.
Common is so weird.
That is. Oops. What is that?
Oops.
I will fix. Go on. Sorry, guys.
All right. So, your decision is to first, you want to try to get a hold of any of the were-rats still here.
Yes.
And try to convince them to go cause problems in the sewers for anything that might be coming in, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then you want to head to the docks.
Well, we should head back to.
Well, eventually, your ultimate destination will be to the docks. Okay. All right. What do you tell Barnabas?
We're on the case.
Great. Where are we meeting? Do you want to take the boat? Do you?
We'll see. We'll meet at the docks, though.
The docks. Okay. We'll get a boat going. Meet me there in about an hour or so. And we'll do our best. Benny is gonna come with me for a minute. We got a couple more errands to run. Lock down the city and hopefully we figure this out before, the walking statues come to life on their own and destroy everything that's been built around them where they've stopped to rest. So, defending the town and all. And also that the Black Staff doesn't need to activate them either. So, there's that.
Barnabas, would you be able to pay our new employees while we're away at the spine?
What employees? I can't afford to pay anybody. I don't have money myself. I get paid to do this job.
We've got some money to, if you would be able to disperse it to the said, never mind. We'll take care of it.
I'm not an accountant.
Boy.
Or a payroll company, or any of this thing of the sort.
We should probably look into hiring both of those, though.
Just kind of pull Kate aside a little bit. Normally, in a shady organization, formal hiring, not so much. But I like
We-
where your head is at.
However, we do need those things for the
Not
business.
now.
And
So I'll learn to do it. Wait, no, don't trust me with counting money. I lied.
why are we?
These are future us problems. We have an army to fight and an orb to find.
That's
Counting
true.
can wait.
Aren't these employees supposed to belong to Benny?
We haven't had time to discuss this.
What?
Right now, they work for me.
Ah.
But he's coming with us.
Well, we'll
Well-
talk to him on the way then.
Okay.
Maybe Lucian could figure it out.
That's true.
So while you're discussing everything, Barnabas and Benny have left already
Yeah.
on their way.
So am I meditating to figure out if Fire Langan can help with this, or what are we doing? We have less than an hour.
How long would that take you?
Hopefully 10 minutes.
I have to give the were rats new instruction. That will take time. You may as well.
You do that,
May as
I
well.
will start mentally screaming to my god.
I can go get provisions for us for the trip.
Hmm.
I will come with you. I want to get my horse.
Warm clothes, climbing gear. Anything magical from Lucian that might help keep us warm and safe from the elements?
And then I guess Molly, do you need any money for the were rats?
I have a decent supply right now. If they need more, we'll see.
I have some money that I will help you with, Molly, if you need more. But
Thank you.
just literally just take it out of my pocket. Don't interrupt the meditation. Okay, here we go.
I will. I'm very good at that.
All right. Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay. So, you all go about your businesses. Sorry, Sarissa and Rox, what are you getting?
Clothes, food. I want my horse.
Okay,
The dogs.
And
the dogs.
yes.
Yep.
And anything magical that Lucian can give us.
Okay.
So
And then-
that's what we're doing.
And before they leave, Kane would have asked Sarissa to try and get maps on the spine of the world.
Oh, yes. I can do that.
And would we be able to get some of like these paper birds that are flying around as messengers?
Yes, paper birds are a common magic item, so they're widely available. Plus, you're in Waterdeep, and pretty much anything you want you can get in Waterdeep outside of like major magic item type things. But
That's what we have Lucian for.
And maybe tents? I don't know. What?
If he has a portable Lehman's tiny hut.
Oh my god. Yes.
Not that I know what that is, Molly says, sharpening her knife.
not that Sarissa knows what that is, but Crystal knows what that is.
all right, you don't see Lucian at the manor when you get there.
Okay.
So you can sign stuff out. You can
Yeah.
easily get some older map books. You don't know how up to date they are anymore, but you can get some maps of sort of the surrounding area and out, but at some point that knowledge isn't going to be so completely current anymore. Just because expeditions coming back, making the map, all that, So you can get the one that may be a couple months old at best.
Okay. And then I will, after packing that and bag full of clothes and food and stuff, um, Sarissa will go down to the basement and look around for anything that will help us on our journey.
Okay. You find some gloves that are just simply labeled gloves of warming, and they keep your hands warm.
Nice.
Uh, they're not as thick as fur gloves either. They're meant to allow you to be kind of still nimble with your fingers, but you pull them over, and there's a few pairs of these. You can put them over and easily still operate things.
Okay. I will take those.
You
And
also
yes.
find a small, well, it's an orb, but not like a bad orb you know of. It's a small orange glowing orb, and this will provide heat and light out to a 80-foot radius if you put it down.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Activate. And for the housing bit, you see something that looks like just the skeleton of a tent put up.
Interesting.
That would seem to, instead of just forming a tent, you keep pulling, thinking it might be a tent, but you keep pulling and it looks like it would form like a house, but it's just sort of the some sort of metal structure of it. No tarp or anything, no covering or anything like that. And apparently the instructions say you just sort of shake it and it forms up.
I will bring that with. And then once that is all packed up, I am going to go get Morning Glory.
Okay. S3 is there eating cereal before you go off?
Aw. S3, would
The
you like to come
doll's
with
button
us?
eyes gaze over at you, unblinking, its faded, painted smile betraying no other emotion.
Hello, dear. Would you like to come with us?
It nods its doll head at you.
All right, I will go pick her up.
Okay. And
Off on an adventure.
before you go, S3 starts struggling in your arms a bit, wants back down,
Oh, sure.
and goes running to the kitchen. And you hear some things get knocked over and everything, and she comes out and has a bag of cereal with her.
Oh my god,
And
I love her so much.
and then her little doll hands, even though she doesn't have hands, just sort of the rounded bits, hold up the bag to you so you can put it in your pack. And then she goes like this so you can pick her back up
I'll
too.
pick her back up. I love her so damn much. Oh my god.
Rox, other than picking up your mastiffs, wheat and barley, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I think he would just be kind of stocking up as well. Ropes, climbing gear if we need, those paper birds, probably some sort of alcohol for those long, cold nights out at sea. I guess citrus fruits.
No scurvy.
And yeah, you'd grab wheat and barley, and I think that's everything. I don't know if he has any other affairs to take care of. I think maybe he would send one of the birds to Benny. Can they carry coin, or is it
They
just message?
cannot carry anything. They only send messages. They they are in for those at home. This is an item in Waterdeep Dragon Heist that you can look up. It writes a message and it will go to its recipient. Any interception or it doesn't, it just disappears. So it's basically a one-way message to the person it's intended to.
Okay. Then I guess he would leave some coin here for Benny and just be like, ask him to look over our warehouse that we have kind of like left behind. Just make sure nothing happens there.
All right. And so, Molly, back at the warehouse, what are you trying to get one of the were-rats' attention before they scurry off into one of their tunnels?
Yes, yeah, I will try to catch one or quarter cut off there, like running. Like, wait before you go.
They're like, yeah,
You still work here, right?
yeah, yeah, of course, boss.
Good. I will keep paying you if you will do something for me.
Okay.
Great. Tell all of the were-rats to stop hassling the trade route and to focus on making tunnels under that army out front of the city. Something you can travel in safely, and that if you plant those lovely little explosives you have, you can drop that army into the ground. Will you do that for me?
All right, sure.
That's our new business.
Building tunnels under the city. Okay,
No,
great.
under the front of the city.
Under the
where
front
the
of the
army
city.
is. Yes.
Right, okay.
Very specific.
Under the front of the city, there will be tunnels.
Yes. Under
Okay.
the army.
Under the army. Right.
Mm-hmm. And as I'm sort of doing that, like I want to glance at the ledger to see what he might have been offering to pay this group, if anything, because he said he was paying them well, but I don't really believe him.
Yeah,
So I get an
he
idea.
wasn't. You actually see where your former friend Singlethorn was paying them well, and then when Scraps took over, it decreased. It was like, a couple gold a month or so, which is a lot for them. Divided out in silver and things like that, and then it went down to like 1 gold, and then 15 silver.
So like a couple of gold for like the whole pack of them for like a month or week, whatever.
Yeah, but pretty much.
Okay. I will take out 7 gold.
Okay.
And put it in like a little tiny pouch. Like, this is a payment in good faith for all of you to work for me. You will walk the path of shadows with us. And I'll kind of close his hand around it. Yes.
I don't know what you mean by that, but
that is what we're called.
Oh, okay. I better write that down. And then he opens his hands and drops all the gold.
Oh.
He runs over and gets a pen and paper to write it down. Shadows. Oh, that's a good name. I see why you're the boss. Okay. And then he starts back up and picks up all the gold again.
Just kind of like pinch my nose just like a little bit. Like, I know they're just good in these people. I know there is. All right. I just, want to leave a little bit of fear in him because they can do the job. And then, make sure he goes. Like, tunnels under the city. No attacking people on the trade route.
Right.
You understand?
New jobs. Yep.
New jobs.
Okay.
Great. I'll pat him on the shoulder and like let him scurry off.
All right, he goes, and then you hear, guys! So he tries to catch up with her.
They're like, all right, great. That's off my list, and I will go guard Kane.
And thank you for all the gift subs. Yay, wonderful. Yay. Thank you so much. So, Kane, are you using any type of ability or anything to contact your god, or is this just...
I don't have any spells prepared that would actually help me with this, so this is just mentally pounding on the gates like, let me in, please, we need to talk.
All right. You feel a connection, like the pathway is open to you, but you don't yet get a response back, but you've left the door open.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can, because this. I really hope no one else can hear me. Good gods, are there godly eavesdroppers? Anyway, we're going to the spine of the world on about the whole orb thing that you were worried about and that we were worried about. So, one moment. We're going to the spine of the world about everything that we were worried about and that you approached me about, since it was what was able to knock my connection away from you. It's a long-ish, semi-perilous journey, so if there's anything you can do, God of Maps Travel and New Horizons, to help either shorten the journey or help us find an easier path to where we need to go, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right. You have a sense that, like, message received, but there's no response back.
Your prayers are
One-
important to us.
The one time that Kane is like, yes, please answer now, there's no answer. But the last time it was like, don't pick up the phone. Don't pick up the phone. Oh no.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
This is fine. This is fine. But Kane will open their eyes and look at Molly and go, well, fingers crossed that worked.
Fingers crossed.
Do you know if people can eavesdrop on other people's conversations with their gods? Is that like a thing?
Not that I've ever heard of. But magic is not my forte.
Magic is barely my forte, but my god gave me magic, so here we are. Anyway, onwards and offwards, yes?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do before you head to the dock ward?
If I can, I will jot a quick word to Specs to warn him about, well, I mean, he's going to know what's happening, but just also about the transition. And if he can look in under the for the Path of Shadows and just
Sure
make sure
thing.
that they're doing what they say they'll do while I'm gone.
And he explained that you've renamed
What
it
that
the
is.
Path of
Yeah.
Shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, they're working for me. This is what it's called. Only they, me, and you now know that. So
Okay. Excellent. All
poor
right.
librarian. Yeah, then I guess we will just go. We had our packs and stuff with us, right? So there's not much more to get,
Yep.
unless Kane needs to go back.
And
Kane has everything they need.
going back into the dock ward to the docks here, you will be passing by your old warehouse if you need anything from there. And it is quiet in the streets as you go. People are nervous. People are inside. They don't know what to do.
Just
They're scared. Usually, around the street, one of the streets where a small band would play, and one of them plays their Lawrence oboe to their heart's content, and they're not playing it anymore today.
This is unsettling.
Yeah. I do not like leaving Waterdeep in this situation, but I feel like you have a point. The orbs are also important.
It also just kind of feels, the timing feels weird to me. This army showing up now after we just get back from destroying an orb, it feels weird to me.
And there are patrols in the streets and guards, but you have your little badges from the Royal Order of Magus and Protectors that you're a subgroup of, and they will wave you through on your business. And as you pass down another street, you start hearing noises in the sewers
Oh.
as
Good
well.
noises, like chittering.
You hear that. You also hear noises of things kind of like small explosions, almost like little and little screeches now and then. And
Excavating.
They're already at work. That's great. Good
So
job.
So I take it your
but
talk
this
with
is
your new
this is
employees went
beneath
well.
you. This isn't outside the city.
No, I know, but they have to get there somehow, and they're
Okay.
not smart. I guess I could, if I can, like, I assume there's like a manhole cover somewhere, sort of, in Waterdeep. Can I like crack one open and see if I could see any of them down there doing the wrong thing?
Give me a perception check
Okay.
because
Can I
it's dark.
assist?
So you're both kind
I
of
got
sticking your
great
heads
dark
down in
vision.
there. Oh, you got what?
I got great dark vision.
Oh yeah, so you go down there.
Yeah,
You both start looking down there. Dark vision, not hard. You see, and have you ever seen the movie Phantasm?
I have not.
Mm-mm.
So in Phantasm, there's these. Like, again, we're dealing with orbs, but not different than all the other orbs you've seen. You see
Okay.
a small silver orb shooting by, and it just goes through its tunnel on the way, and it goes.
Was what? Was that from your people?
I do not know. I also have the goggles of night vision, so I
Oh
can't
yeah,
really
yeah.
see.
So you see the same thing,
Yeah.
and this is outside both of your experiences.
Oh.
Now I'm nervous.
Should we check that out?
Why not? We're technically headed in the direction of the docks. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Is this something we should all do, or should we go install the ship? I mean, they're not gonna leave without us, right?
I don't think we're back together.
I don't think we're back together.
Never mind.
We're at the back.
Yeah, we said we were gonna meet you guys at the docks.
We make good
Crystal,
choices.
This Rox just says apropos of nothing to Sarissa.
What are
Oh.
those two?
Well,
anyway?
Sarissa and Rox, to be fair, eventually you would hear similar noises as you're walking down. So if you looked into a sewer, that'd be up to you guys. But
It's Sarissa Wood. She's got 120-foot dark vision.
yeah, so you see a were-rat run off, and then you see a little what you know to be a firebolt go out towards it, and then you see one of these little orbs trailing after it.
Oh. Oh no. That's bad.
What is bad?
Something's casting firebolts at the were-rats.
Bad. Should we help? I don't. Do we give them health insurance? I don't know.
I have no clue.
And while you're still deciding what to do and looking down, eventually you hear a metallic thud, and you hear some cheering, and then it's like and then you see this orb just rolling across back, not moving, but it's like someone took it and rolled it away from them, and it's all busted and kind of in pieces. But you do see another one come flying down too. So
Uh, I don't. Oh. Maybe they'll be fine. They seem capable, don't they? Google.
Do they?
I didn't say you. Go away. Vaguely.
How much time do we have? We could pop in.
We have less than an hour.
Probably like half an hour, 20 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we have all the gear, so let's just go to the boat.
Agreed.
all
I
right,
think
so
they'll
you
be
head
fine.
to the boat. Molly and Kane, you have gone into the sewers.
Oh God.
Yes.
We make good choices. Y'all, Ken has a wisdom of 8. Come on, man.
You
Oh God.
you see this or just it's a bit ahead of you still, but you can still see it. It seems to pause, like and it kind of looks left, looks right. It's like it's considering which direction to go at a T section.
And that's not something we've ever noticed that Waterdeep has as a defense, right?
Correct.
would be aware
This
of.
is not something that Waterdeep has as a defense.
Can I draw my short bow? I assume it's less than 80 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'd like to use steady aim as a bonus action to give myself advantage on the next attack roll and try to shoot it.
Okay. You can do all that just fine.
All right.
So just get above a 10.
Oh, okay. Great. We made it 10. Can we fight orbs all the time? That's a 16.
All right. So you hit it,
Mm.
and it kind of sputters and kind of flies into the wall and.
Good. Do I
Okay,
hear
so
any more
that was
words?
easy.
Yeah.
Not at the moment. No.
That isn't something that the were-rats would have been using, is it? So does that mean that the army is also under Waterdeep right now?
It does seem that way. If the were-rats had this, I think they would have used it in more places.
Crap.
Crap.
All right, we need to move fast then and get.
So can we head towards basically where the docks would be via the sewers and see if we encounter more of these things?
Oh yeah. I mean, it all empties out somewhere, right? So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can head towards the dock. You've been Waterdeep long enough. You have a general sense of direction and know where you're going.
It's in my first foray. All right, yeah. I'll try to head that way and just keep an ear out for.
So as you go through the sewers, you see somewhere rats that look like they've just been burned to a crisp, and you see a couple of these orbs just on the side in parts. And you occasionally you hear skittering, and you hear more around. As
Hmm.
you stop, you see them, you determine whether you want to interfere with some or not, and keep going.
I feel like we want to interfere with as many as we can actually see.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And maybe if we can, like, collect one to take with us.
Yeah.
Okay, you can easily get one.
Okay.
Both of you just roll me a percentage die.
Oh,
Okay.
percentage. Okay.
Percentage.
I swear if I
79.
roll 99.
99. Okay. So
Always 99.
Molly, you're basically able to get a almost full orb, and you've pot shotted these along the way, and got some, and some were rats like wave and go yeah, and, cheer and everything as you're heading through the sewers. Vera, as you're running, you stub your toe on something stuck within the sewer.
Oh no.
It's
Ouch.
metallic.
I look down.
There seems to be some type of rod in the sludge of the sewer.
Molly, I found something weird with my foot.
I love weird stuff, and I'll trudge back over.
I point.
Just like bend directly down to like look at her foot real close.
Okay, you see a rod in sewer sludge.
It's not attached to anything, it's just down like a rod loose.
You just see the upper portion of it, whatever's below it, but it's in sewer sludge.
Should I pull it out?
I could try to clear around it first, in case it's attached to something.
I'm pretty strong. I could probably just pull it out.
I'll just hold on. How deep
Okay.
is the sludge?
It so the sludge at this point is kind of forming a bottom, and this rod goes below that, so it's like mud, for lack of a better term, and the rod is sticking out of the water and sinks into this mud, as we'll politely call it. Mm-hmm.
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 Things I do for rare rats. I will try to move what I can away with basically like the back of one of my short swords that I like never use, just to like scrape as much to try to get a clear look at whatever this is.
Okay. You put your short sword in there, and you don't. You stick it in a ways, before you want to pull back and get your own hand down too far. You don't feel anything around there. It's just sludge, 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 as you go down, and so it just seems to be, as far as you can tell, it's probably, or at least as deep as you can go. It's still just rod shaped.
Okay, so not attached to anything. That's great news. So if I could do that and basically determine that there's a base of this thing that's not attached, I will ask Kane, please try to remove the rod. And they're just like, ugh. Stand up, just like, blah.
Full
So
on
gross.
Excalibur sword from the stone, pulling it out.
All right, give me a strength check.
Yes.
So roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, yay. That's nice. 19?
All right. So with no problem, you pull this out, and there's all sorts of slurping noises you would never care to hear again in your lifetime as it pulls out, and you have this very long rod in your hand with, part of it's covered in sewer sludge.
Well, I have this now.
Good. I guess.
Just
We're
gonna...
not the magic team. We're just like, all right.
Nope.
Shove it in there.
Not the magic team.
Just really delicately like put it in the bag. You're like, well,
Yep.
we will deal with this later.
We're basically team hit it and get it done.
Yeah.
Team Magic did the smart thing and went straight to the boat.
Not surprising.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
look, Sarissa has a wisdom of 15.
That's really good.
Yeah, Kane has a wisdom of 8. And I don't think their intelligence is much better. Their intelligence is 12. So it's not another negative modifier.
Yep. So
Sarissa's intelligence is also 15.
So
yeah.
as you proceed down to the docks, eventually Rox and Sarissa, you see coming out of the sewers, there's Molly and Kane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Weird
You two
orbs.
all right?
You see
Weird orbs were trying to kill the were-rats.
Yeah, we saw that. We figured they could handle it.
Apparently not.
Huh. Lovely.
were rats. They need help.
Would you two like some cleaning up?
Yes.
Prestidigitation.
Same.
And we found this. And Kane just pulls out the rod.
Like we're two puppies that came out of the mud, and you're like,
Yeah!
oh,
With a stick that we found.
got it for you.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, I can figure out what that is, and Rox will take it and cast Identify.
Oh.
Okay. You cast Identify. And this, one thing it does is it's a like a pole, an ever extending pole.
Does it extend to 10 feet?
Oh, more than.
Oh, wow. Mordenkainen would love it.
I'll say, oh God, you, you two are in danger right now. This is highly magical and poisonous. Are you feeling all right?
Cannot be poisoned, and just cross my arms and
But it's-
glare at him.
You can be poisoned just by touching a metal rod?
If
No.
it's magical.
Huh?
Rocks!
All right, I'm kidding. There's some sort of way to activate it, and it extends for a ways.
And the other thing it can do is you hold it slightly differently and above your head, like you're going to throw it, like a throwing spear, and a sharp point comes out of it. And it will act as kind of a magical throwing spear.
Oh, and I guess it also is actually dangerous. I was joking originally, but now
Oh. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly.
And so you can either throw it because it's a spear, or when you hold it like that, it's basically a 10-foot reach weapon.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wait, so like it'll extend and stab and then come back?
Yep.
Oh my god, the possibilities. The possibilities. But Kane is so loyal to their freaking grass lawnmower sword.
Rocks, you should keep that.
oh well, I don't think I need this thing, and he'll just like chuck it in the air, like a little pencil.
It goes up in the air and it just spins and it comes back down and kind of clatters.
No.
Okay, if you're going to be rude to the thing that I found, then I say Molly keeps it.
I
knew
will hold
Molly
it
would
for
catch
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Molly goes to catch it, Molly catches it, not a problem.
It's poisonous, maniac. Just collapse it down.
Oh,
Oh,
Excellent.
Oh, I will also give him the orb, the broken orb.
Okay,
Now that the spear is safe. This is what was chasing them. It is slightly broken. I shot it, and then just kind of handed it to it.
I thought we managed to get one that
Oh.
wasn't broken.
I thought we. Oh, did we not broken?
you got one that's mostly not broken. Yeah.
Mostly not broken.
Okay.
Did we not broke it?
Did we not broke
How
it?
not broke is it?
I guess he'll take a look at it and be like, oh, okay, give me 1 second, and I'll cast
no rush.
identify again.
All right. Whatever these things are, you don't quite have a name for it, but you can tell from the magic inside of it type thing and how it's constructed. They float around and they basically shoot firebolt at things.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess I don't think identify would give me like who it came from, right?
Right. You'd need something like legend lore.
Gotcha. Say, oh, this is actually a molly bolly. It throws fireballs at things.
A molly bolly.
That's what I came up with.
I love it. Stare at the little ball.
But I don't know where or why it is under the city.
I feel
How
like
I meant, not where.
I feel like they have been sent to eliminate anything beneath the surface. That doesn't strike me as water deep tech, but we can ask Barnabas, before we go?
Yes. I left a message for Farlangen, so fingers crossed. Yes, like that.
So you eventually catch up with Barnabas Blastwind, and Benny appears to be reading a message that was delivered to him from a paper bird. He's like, so you don't need me to go with you?
Oh, that's right. I forgot you were actually coming with us.
You're always welcome to come with us, Benny, if you want to come with us to the spine of the world on a possibly incredibly dangerous adventure to discover the true meaning of what these orbs are and where they came from and what their purpose is in this world and possibly if they're connected to this army.
I mean, I can steer a boat.
Sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can.
So that I was just going to take you as far as I could via boat.
I'm all for having a Minotaur on our team.
But my half brothers can do this.
Perfect.
But we like you.
You're
No,
our
I think he
favorite.
means
No,
the
they
business.
can take care of the thing that you want me to take
Oh.
care of.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
Always rely.
Barnabas looks at you. All set then? Business taken care of?
One quick question.
Yes.
These are beneath your city, and I'll hold up the molly ball. Are they part of yours?
I don't know what that is.
Uh-oh.
Well, you should send a team down because they are there. Just-
They're shooting fire at anything
Fireballs.
underneath the city, so perhaps you should get people on that.
Interesting. May I have that? Or do you need it?
You can have it. Just very slowly.
Thank you.
If you see were rats down there, be nice to them. They're with us.
Mhm. They're working on a trench plan beneath the army.
To help.
far.
Well, is the army also working on a trench plan if there's
trench plan.
random
Excellent.
things under the city?
I think so.
I currently do not know everything that's going on. A lot is happening right now.
Yeah, I'm real confused.
Right now,
It
my
is a lot.
job was to make sure you got on along your journey, wherever that may be.
Well, we are next to the boat.
All right. And yeah, it's a boat. It's not super huge. You'll be a little cramped, but you can fit.
Okay.
And it's enough for, you guys might have to help out and crew a little, but nothing big, as Benny can steer and do some of the other things. But yeah, it's not going to be a luxury cruise or even a very new boat. So
We just
As long as it's
trudged
big
in the
enough
sewer.
for my horse, I'm
This
fine
is
with it.
fine. Is it big enough for the horse?
the horse would have to stay on the deck.
That's fine. I'll stay
Okay.
with it.
That's fine.
Not
Horse
hap-
trainer existential crisis. It's fine.
Fantasy horse traders, they're fine.
That's fair.
All right, yeah, I guess we will load up. 'Cause he has these birds. How far can your birds travel?
Paper birds just go.
Forever?
There
So-
might be a limit, but as far as I know, they just go.
Okay, so he
And
could
so
send one to
I'm
us
just
and we
saying
could
they
send one
just
to him.
go. So
They
if
just
there's
go?
a limit, we'll figure it out
Okay.
later. But right now,
I also have message, so
Perfect.
wait,
Cool.
that's only 120 feet. Never mind.
Never mind.
Well, we have the book, and so if need
It's
be,
true.
Lucian can probably send word.
Yes. Yeah, check in with him. There's a lot. We really should catch up later if we all live.
You have a voyage to write on, so
Yeah.
All right. So you all get on the boat. Benny gets everything underway, and you start off to sea. And
Oh my
waters are
gods.
okay for a little bit, and you don't get very far out. And there's a rumbling
Oh no.
you hear beneath the
Mm-mm.
sea as two giant mechanical krakens pop up out of the water
This is
and
fine.
start attacking the docks and the boats at the docks. And there are people on the boats, and there are some people, fighting these off now. And you're just far enough out where, you could swim back to shore. But these, yeah, there's two of them, and they're both going, and Bane's like, I hate to say this, but it's not our issue right now. We can go towards it if you want.
No.
No.
But
keep
the
going.
Griffin Riders are coming too. And you see
They've got this.
the Waterdeep Griffin Riders coming overhead as well, throwing down spears at these things and things like that.
Waterdeep will
And
be
the
fine.
and the boat rocks as the waves come up from these things, and their tentacles come out and just start slapping things around and destroying ships.
Wow.
I will get Morning Glory to lay down next to me
Okay.
so that we are huddled together so neither of us goes flying.
All right. And everyone can make either an acrobatics check or if you want to hold on to something, an athletics check to stay in a place, as a couple of these waves are pretty violent.
Is this with disadvantage?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. These are your
That's
next
different.
rolls. So yes.
Uh-oh. What?
Boo!
Uh-oh.
Remember, folks, we're doing bits now. So it will display down below me. It'll rotate through our entire bit menu, and you can give the players disadvantage, me disadvantage, everyone advantage, and a couple other things. There's even Wild
Alright.
Magic Surge, so should you care.
So
Alright.
this is acrobatics or athletics, not a saving throw?
Correct. It's whatever you can do to stay on the boat, however you would do that. If your technique is to dig into something or hold on to something tight, then it'd be athletics. If it's to kind of move and balance yourself with the motion, it's going to be acrobatics.
Mm.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, no.
17 and a 1.
Oh,
Aw.
gods.
I got a 8 for rocks.
Okay.
Do we have to
Molly?
roll for the dogs?
No, I'm not going to roll for the animals. The animals will be fine.
Mm.
Molly?
Well, they burned my natural 20, which I'm real sad about. But Molly got a 14.
Okay. And Sarissa?
18.
So Sarissa's fine. Kane, it seems
Farewell.
like you just got on the boat and now you're in the water.
Oh no.
Yeah, that tracks.
It just barely, tipped, and something just threw you off. Maybe the deck was still slippery or something, and you just, and you're in the water.
Yep, that tracks. That tracks.
Rox and Molly, you're eventually in the water as well, just not maybe a little more gracefully, or a little later on.
Oh no.
No.
All right.
Why am I the only one still on the boat?
This would be magical horse. Can I get close enough to the boat again that I could activate my slippers of spider climbing and climb back up the side?
Yeah, you have the slippers, so that's not
Magic.
an issue. Yep, you just do it because it's a magic item, and you can.
I would also
You
like
kind of backstroke a bit, and then you try to figure out how to get your legs up on the side of the boat from the water. Yeah.
Like, I hate the sea. I hate it. Climb up.
You kind of get some water on the back of your head as you're climbing up.
Question.
Yeah.
Can Kane even swim? in chainmail?
Let's
'Cause if
find
there's-
out. Why don't you
No.
roll an
Oh,
athletics check?
Oh dear.
It's not at disadvantage. Hey.
But no, I can't. I rolled a
Oh my
3.
god.
All right, so you're struggling to swim and keep your head above water.
Rox is swimming over towards Kane.
Okay.
Someone
And
put a rope around them.
Once he
please.
gets there, he will cast a fly on Kane.
Okay. Kane,
Uh-oh.
this is new.
Uh-oh.
So you suddenly float upwards out of the
I
water.
go
And you go
like-
up and, I don't know. Do you think eventually you figure out you can control this?
It's gonna take them a hot minute. They'll figure it out eventually. I promise.
So you go up quite a ways before it occurs to you.
Oh.
Like, wait, I have this. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then they're just gonna like try and land on the boat and then just cling to the mast, like they're hugging the mast, and they just look at their team like,
Yep. So you're in the air still, kind of, and so you're, outstretched and just holding the mast. Rox, what are you?
I guess it depends on how far away from the boat we are. But if he can get to within 30 feet, he'll just misty step onto it.
Sure thing. You can do that. Yep. So you misty step onto it, and just like no problem, just looking
He'll
good,
just
coming out.
look up to Kane. You got this, Kane.
I don't think I've got this. I really don't. I think you're very wrong.
And how long does the fly spell last?
10 minutes, so they should be.
So the next 10 minutes, you're going, and as you're getting away from these violent waves and the docks and the two mechanical krakens that are battering everything, and now there are lots of griffin riders around, and armies and people coming out fighting these things. You continue your journey northward, and as you go north, Kane, within your mind's eye, it's like the horizon splits vertically in a T.
Mhm.
And you notice that there's almost two things now. Like taking a sphere and kind of quartering it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment, there's a shift for everybody. There is something happening all around. You hear this quaking from the land, even though the land is quite far away. The sky becomes sort of this gray color, and the water is kind of shifting around you in various colors. It looks natural, and then it looks kind of gray and white and black as it goes. And you all see this. However, for Kane, within your mind's eye, the horizons suddenly become two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, it is light, and there are cracks of dark gray within it. On the other side, it is gray and black, and there are cracks of light. And you get the feeling that you can choose one to head towards.
Kane is going to choose the one where it's gray and black and light is cracking out.
Okay.
Just a moment of focus, and then they centralize their focus on that imagery,
Okay.
on that horizon.
So you're absolutely sure this is what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So the rest of you, you're in this shift, right? And everything's happening, and suddenly everything around you becomes this shadow, this gray, this white. You see there's some birds flying overhead, and they suddenly, if they don't wink out of existence, they become these weird creatures of their former selves, and these weird fleshy, bony things flying about above you now as everything about you is gray and shadow. Your boat isn't really in water anymore, kind of in grayish sand, possibly. And there are cracks in the sky of light, of yellowish sunlight all around.
Do I recognize where we are?
Yes.
Yeah. Kane, you've brought us to the Shadowfell.
This was Farlangen's answer, and I had to make a choice. I figured that light being what is cracking towards us would be better than darkness being what is cracking towards us.
I don't think it's going to matter. Everything is converging.
Yeah. I think I understand what that means now, looking at the cracks. But this was Farlangen's answer to me asking for help to travel to the spine of the world.
That's fair. All right.
Thank you, Farlangen. I think.
Benny looks up. Well, this is different.
A bit, yes.
Question.
Yes.
Molly's just sitting there on deck looking at this. What is a Shadowfell? Why?
No.
Why?
It's another plane of existence.
Uh-huh.
It's
And I think the cracks are our plane of existence kind of crashing into it.
yes.
And Sarissa, from your back, your shoulder, maybe wherever you had S3, you hear "Wow!"
Oh, you
No.
can talk in here. All right.
What is that?
Look at this.
Oh, she can really talk in here.
And S3 raises up her hands, and they're like sort of scaly lizard claw like things now, where her arms were, but they're hands. There's only kind of like three, you know.
Tall snake, rat, quick little monster.
And one eye's still a button, the other one's like fleshy and like regular.
I love it. I love it.
This is fine.
Why,
Well, hello.
Sarissa?
Y'all are the one that insisted on bringing her back.
0%
This is so
accurate.
cool.
She talks now.
And
It
has
does. Well,
claws.
we are in the Shadowfell. This is a place of
Oh.
spirits.
Oh.
I just like it.
So, S3, what should we call you?
And she goes into the bag of cereal she has and puts some in her mouth and goes, I don't care. I straight good.
All right. You're adorable.
Your mastiffs and the horse are fine. They made it through.
D- uh, does Morning Glory look any different?
No, morning glory is fine.
Okay. I was just going to check because, you know, it's the Shadowfell. She might be a skeleton.
And we're all the same except we're like reverse Wizard of Ozing. We're gone to black and white.
Correct.
Great. Great. I get. So
Is
does
the
the
boat still
terrain
moving?
look the same, like where we would be, or is everything everything is completely different?
uh, it's similar, but you can tell there's differences. Like there's no longer water around you for one. But as far as you can see for right now, it's similar enough. You were in water and out a bit, but where you think the shore was still is probably where the shore is. I say shore, but right now it's just an extension of land. But,
Mhm.
Is the boat still moving?
no, the boat has stopped. There's nothing for it to flow through. So
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we're walking.
I guess we are.
Well, this will be fun. And Sarissa is going to get up on Morning Glory and take S3 up with her. And she'll sit her in front of her so that she's safe.
all right, yeah, S3 is amazed by everything. Just looking curious,
love
eating
it.
cereal.
I love it.
I
Well,
guess
let's go.
I think you're in for the full ride here, Benny.
Yep. And he just keeps walking with you, trudges
Does
along.
does he have any weapons or armor? What's he got on his boat?
He doesn't seem to wear any armor, but he does have some weapons on him. Yeah.
Okay.
He seems to have a large mace and a battle axe, and he has his own provisions.
Okay. Because if Kane doesn't want the spear, then he didn't have anything. I was gonna give him the Minotaur, a giant spear. Hmm. All right. Well, someone lead the way. I don't know this terrain at all.
I can
Sarissa
go.
will lead.
I'll help with Sarissa with leading since, god of maps and all. I wonder what would have happened if I'd picked the other horizon.
There was
Well, this
another
will be good.
horizon.
Yes, but that one had shadows cracking
Yeah,
towards
what?
us and it was scary.
This
Hmm.
isn't?
I guess
No,
it's
this doesn't scare me.
a matter of perspective.
That's fair. And Shadowfell doesn't really scare me either.
Great.
I had two choices. I had to make a choice. I picked the one that looked, less terrifying in my eyes.
Yes, are we closer to our final destination, or now are we
You see
walking?
what I asked Farlangen specifically was either help us get there quicker or to help us get there without getting murdered, pretty much. So this is one of those two answers. I just don't know which.
Maybe it's like the Nether in Minecraft.
I don't play Minecraft.
Hmm.
The Nether makes you go faster.
Well, let's
Pick a
hope it's
direction and go.
not the murdered one.
Yeah.
Off we go.
So you continue on, and yeah, the landscape's different. Where there's trees, there aren't trees, or maybe there's a tree there before, and again, it's all this various shades of gray and white, off whites. dark, and everything seems twisted up into these colors. Even the leaves on the trees, the underside, it's sort of a reverse of what you'd expect. The undersides are light, and the where there'd be kind of shade, and the top sides are dark. As these leaves sort of spindle off the trees as you pass by them. As you're going up the
So-
road heading northish, and Benny's doing his best to sort of help guide where he thinks you should be going, but this is different now. So you eventually see, often not too far away, but distance yet, doesn't seem to see you, is a giant creature. It's just no hair, and it just looks like a thing of flesh. And within it, it has like the shafts of spears sticking out of its shoulders. Seems like it has swords planted within its back, dagger hilts within its knees, and other. It looks like maybe what could be a mace is poking into its belly, and it's just this thing. The legs are tree trunks, pretty much. That splay out into sort of 3 long toes, and it just sort of walks slowly throughout the land, looking.
Feel like we should hide from that.
Guess this was the faster route.
Uh-huh.
Where would you suggest we hide?
I have absolutely no idea. Does anyone see a convenient rock?
See a convenient rock.
Do we see a convenient rock?
Who wants to roll a d20 to find out?
Go for
Sure.
it. Is it what kind of check are you wanting us to do?
Just roll a
17.
d20.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
I just need
Nine.
one person to do it, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Natural 20. Yes, there's a convenient rock.
Yay!
Behind the rock.
It happens to be big enough for all of you for some reason.
It's placed there by convenient plot devices. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you huddle behind it like the hobbits, were behind the fallen tree, and
Yes.
as the rider went by, and as this thing just sort of stomps slowly by. You wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It finally, 30 minutes later, sounds like it's far enough away where it would have to turn itself around to notice you.
Cool. Okay, now we off again.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for those, please.
Yes.
As you continue on in the distance, you still hear these rumblings as you go forward, and as you approach, as you keep going best you can to what you think is the spine of the world, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You keep going forward. You see a caravan of people, all looking normal, very confused, not sure where they're at anymore. Someone seems to be crying, like they've lost someone,
I didn't do that.
something, and you notice that also as you're looking, the person crying reaches out to someone, and for a brief moment, you see another person, fully not gray or anything, but it's sort of like the crack. you see this person that they're reaching out to, and then they disappear
Oh.
again. And that's where we'll end it
Ah, wow.
for today.
Oh, hell.
Wow, I hope I made the right choice.
It's
Well-
always the right choice.
So,
I had to go with what the character would do, so. Kane thought shadows cracking towards you guys was much scarier.
don't worry, it only affects the direction of the season. So, nothing big.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh boy.
Well, it's fine. Sarissa is in love with the Shadowfell anyway. She was going to go back there anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're good. What you got to worry about right now? You got food. You probably have shelter. Stuff still works like you think it does.
Probably.
Cool.
We need our stuff to work. Come on.
Just, we walked past Shadowfell stitches. It's fine. We're fine. Oh, wow.
There's different things. So we have a drawing. Yay!
Yay! You're not in the Shadowfell audience. Thank goodness. All right, let's see who.
All right, so you have a moment to enter.
Yep, one more. Oh. Last call for entries. Do !enemy at gates to enter. I'll be
And this is a
closing very
copy of Candlekeep Mysteries from D&D Beyond. And please have your Twitch whispers open, and I will reach out to you after the stream is over.
Going to close the giveaway in 1 minute.
Right?
Da-da-da-da.
We're waiting. While we're doing that,
Yeah.
let's do our outros. Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. Yeah, this is oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I am pretty much just here, but every Tuesday night you can find me over in the chat on twitch.tv/the Empath Theater, watching Prawns of Prometheus because they are my friends and they are awesome, and yeah.
All right. And Lori, do we have a winner?
Yes, so I've closed the giveaway. We're announcing that it's closed, and I'm drawing a name. Congratulations to Stemby.
Yay!
Yay!
Congrats!
At
I will
Stemby.
reach out to you
Congratulations.
after the stream is over. Please have your Twitch whispers open because that's the only way I'll get a hold of you. So, and we'll get you the info you need to claim your prize. And Lori, it's your turn to do your outro.
Alrighty. Thank you everybody for tuning in for our season 2 premiere. My name is Lori, aka Calamity Jane. You can find me on Twitter at Calamity_JAYN. And you can find me also on the Gilding Light Discord. I'm a moderator over there, so come on by and say hello, as well as the D&D Beyond Discord. If you're interested in the service, come check us out. Come see us on the Discord. We'd love to have you. And if not, see you here next week.
All right. Adam?
Hey everyone, I'm Adamus Lamas on all socials. Tuesday, I will be playing on Graham Cracker's channel, and we've got a D&D campaign going on. I think it's session 4, maybe? And tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific, there is a Blades in the Dark game on Friends Who Roll Dice, and it's a charity event for Stop AAPI Hate. So if you have a chance, please stop by and support that.
And Vera.
Hello, I'm Vera from Vera Says Dragons, just about everywhere on the internet, and this is currently the only place you can actively find me because everything else that I'm doing is still a work in progress because I'm a perfectionist. But please check out all of my friends' cool things and their friends' cool things, and come back next week because, you know, these choices won't come back to haunt me at all.
No.
You're fine. Oh, I don't understand what you're so worried about.
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm excited.
And I'm DC. I've been your DM for this evening. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram on DC Lasair. That's DCLASAIR. You can find me on my Twitch channel usually at least Monday through Thursdays, 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where I play video games. Yay! Currently, I'm
Yay!
playing the new Phoenix Rising DLC, The Lost Gods, which is fun, but has a severe lack of pots for me to smash. There's only been 2. I'm very disappointed, but I'm having fun, so we'll balance those out eventually. Friday, I'll be streaming sometime. I don't know when. I have a lot to do. So, let's see. What else do we have? Let's do some thank yous. So, thank you to Gilding Light and Satine for providing this space for us. We appreciate it. We will be here for next 7 weeks for season 2, and we'll probably take another break. And if everyone wants to go on, we'll probably go on after that too. Thank you to Diana for the lovely art that you've been looking down below me this whole time. It's all her. You should check her out. Amazing artist. Find her on Twitter. Her link was just posted in the chat. It's incredible stuff. You can even pick up her work in the latest Critical Role comic book that was released from Dark Horse. So check that out and definitely give her a follow. It's worth it. Let's see. Who else are we thanking? D&D Beyond for the giveaway. Thank you, D&D Beyond. We appreciate you and use you every single week. So thanks. And to Sirenscape for providing all the sound you will hear throughout the season on this very show. Thank you all so much. Some scheduling announcements. Oh boy. So, we'll get to after the show at the end. So, tomorrow, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, check out Character Creation. It's a great show where Lucas, the voice acting ninja on Twitter, gets another voice actor, and they go through character creation. He has a bunch of his own randomized tables that they roll on to determine the character, and then they run it through a little adventure. It's a lot of fun. You should really check it out. Be here for that. And then after that, at 1 p.m. Pacific, on this very channel, twitch.tv/GildingLight, where you are now, is a continuation of the Battle of the Bards event that we've been doing all month long to celebrate Satine's Battle of the Bard book that has its own Kickstarter. Check that out as well. Song in the Heart with DM Jonathan Cerna at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It'd be excellent. That's a great show, fantastic cast. I'm a producer, so I get to say these things. And then also tomorrow on Satine, twitch.tv/Satine Phoenix, Sirens continues on its way at, let's see here. I think we're going for 6:30 Pacific. I don't know. Time's off because Satine is also doing a Jasper's Game Day stream and then coming into Sirens in a half hour later than usual time. But Satine does a lot. So come by, support those shows if you can. And stay tuned because after this show, immediately following, we'll go down, they'll come up, is something unique called Actoroki. What is Actoroki? Well, Peter Atkinson has assembled a fine group of people where 1 week they perform an adventure in his world. And they play it like a regular session. Then in the between that week and the next week, they write a script, and then they have people perform the lines that were said during that session. And then in the third week, which is tonight, they assemble that footage, edit it together, and present it to you. And the first one of those, so episode 3 of the show, will be tonight. So come in, watch, see the final product of the first little extension of the show. It's real. It's a lot of fun. Please stay tuned for that. Get a lot of credit. There's a lot of extremely talented people on that. going through, and we appreciate them being here. So thank you for that. Thank you to my cast for being here. You've all been great. I hope you enjoy the monsters and everything and being shifted in dimensions and, all the other fun stuff that gets thrown at you every single week. I don't know why you're still here. But anyway, it's still fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Awesome.
And dear audience, thank you for being here
you.
because none of this
Yes.
matters without you.
Yeah.
I have fun. We have fun. We have a great game, but really, it's for you as well. And it's great that you're here. Remember, we do have a bits thing going on all season long. Any bits you donate will go to the cast and Gilding Light. And so we thank you all for that. Anything else? Anything I'm missing? Anyone?
Have a good weekend, folks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a
Thank
great
you, DC,
weekend.
for a super fun premiere.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Hey, thank you. And so that's us for this week. Please come back next week and see what life is like in the Shadowfell now. Sort
No.
of. Maybe. Kind of Shadowfell. Yeah, pretty much. And we'll see you all then. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And we'll see you all next week. Thank you.